Well, hello there, and welcome back to Let's Play F-Zero GP Legend. Now, I want to apologize. I realized last episode I didn't really get to talk too personally. Ooh, that's pretty handy. I didn't get to talk too personally with all you guys, and I apologize for that.
Choose your vehicle.
I ignored your guys' feelings and just, hey! Huh. I ignored... I'm continuing to ignore your guys' feelings and just ignore you guys in general for what I want to say, and that's very rude. So I apologize. Anyway, back to Let's Play F-Zero GP Legend. Last episode, what did we do? We beat the Bronze Cup on standard difficulty, and in this episode, we are doing the Silver Cup, and 100% am I doing it with Leon. I can't believe he was the first one we unlocked. Nice. Ooh, silence. I like this one. Also, no more lag. Like, seriously, there is next to no. In fact, I think there is no delay. I should have said delay, actually. I guess that's maybe more accurate. There's, like, no delay between what I'm seeing on this TV, which is standard definition, thank goodness, and what I am pressing on my buttons. And, oh, man, I got it right. I had little confidence in that. Sweet. So, now, any mistakes I make, oh, this feels so good. Any mistakes that I make are 100% on me, but any cool things I do are also 100% on me. So it's really, I guess, a win-lose. I don't have safety to fall back on if I mess up, but I don't have anything to blame for my successes either. Still, what'd I just do there? Still no video. I'm playing this completely blind, by the way. That is how confident I am in my skills. But there's still no music, which it is a shame, truly, because I do quite enjoy the music in this game. Don't know if I'd say it's on Cave Story levels of I like it, but still very good, very fitting for sure. It's like, what is it, rock techno kind of thing. It's a bit more rockish, or not as rockish compared to, say, F-Zero X, but still pretty good. I guess more similar to the first game's soundtrack, and maybe F-Zero GX? Not sure. I haven't actually played, I believe I own, I had little confidence in that, in case you couldn't tell. I think I own every F-Zero game that's been released on some kind of device, and that has actually been released in America, I think. I know I don't have F-Zero Climax, which is not surprising, hopefully, considering, I guess, this is a racing game. It wouldn't really hurt me much not knowing the language that it's written in. So I don't know, I might pick that one up someday. But I think I have all of the other ones. I have the original on an actual Super Nintendo, which I've barely played. I have F-Zero X on N64, that's it. Not Virtual Console, which was the main thing I was trying to figure out. I have F-Zero GX on GameCube. It's on nothing else. Unlike, I think, all the other systems. Except this one, I guess. This one I obviously have on the official system. I assume it's obvious. I might have cropped out the little Z button options up there, but this is on a Game Boy player on my GameCube. So 100% legit right here. I bought this. This is my first F-Zero game as well, actually. And I own Maximum Velocity, was it called? I own that. Well, actually, I did own that on my 3DS thanks to the Ambassador program, but I recently lost my 3DS, so never mind on that. I guess I don't own all of them anymore. I don't know if I really miss that one very much, though. It's not a bad game, for sure. It's definitely still enjoyable, but, I don't know, it feels a bit, I guess, empty, lacking, I don't know. It's weird, because I wouldn't say F-Zero X is lacking, while it most certainly is lacking in a lot of areas, such as, say, details. But it's still, like, it keeps the speed going, so it's pretty alright. But so does Maximum Velocity. So, I don't know. Maybe it's for the same reason I barely put any time into the Super Nintendo one. Well, that's more because my controller wouldn't work. So that's the main reason for that. My 3DS worked perfectly fine for maximum velocity, but I guess I'm not in a huge rush to get a more working controller for the SNES one, so similar reasoning there, I suppose. Also, what is this? Sandland, sand dunes, shifting sandland, man. I don't remember. This is, I guess, kind of an example of me not caring for desert levels. It's not so much that I dislike this stage and this backdrop area in general. It's just that I don't really care about it very much, if that makes any sort of sense. Probably does. I don't know. Can't concentrate on sense right now. Whoa, geez! See what happens when I try and concentrate on something? Everything's, all of them go wrong crazy fast. My gosh. Leon, calm down. Don't be such an animal. Yes! Decimate the conversation. Really don't know why I keep wanting to destroy the conversation. Especially since, like I said, trying to connect more openly with everyone out there. I don't want to destroy what we have right now, which is me talking into a mic to anyone who may be listening. And feel free to write something in the comments if you ever want to. Any suggestions for games you guys want me to play? Feel free to put them in the comments. Gosh dang it. But I'd be happy to, if not do them, let you know why I may or may not do them, and maybe have a nice jovial discussion about those games. Maybe it's a game I already love and was planning on doing anyway. You never know. Take a risk. I wouldn't, but I'd be glad if you did. Anyway, we're back to Mute City now. Another thing about this standard definition TV that I'm now using, the colors look like garbage. On the HD TV, the game itself, like the pixel quality, looked like garbage. Now the pixel quality looks at least more fitting. It's no straight up Game Boy Advance, to be sure, but the colors don't look that good. I don't really know what it is, but they definitely looked better on the HD TV. I'm kind of glad that I got to see lightning not on this TV, even though I probably would have played better. I didn't really play badly, at least. I mean, I got first in every single race, so, but glad I got to actually look at it in all of its glory. Not that it matters for you guys. I guess in general it's better that it's on this TV because, again, I'm not playing at a delay, which is very nice. I can feel myself oozing with even more confidence now that I have confidence in not having like I think a bit less than a second, maybe some kind of delay at the very least between what I'm doing. Ooh, what I just did there is a feature I probably should have mentioned a while ago. I'm going too fast and too crazy right now, but one of the main mechanics in F-Zero in general, not so much I think the first game, maybe not maximum velocity, again, haven't put a lot of time into those, but you can kill any of the other racers, completely put them out of the race for all of the game. I think it takes them out of the tournament in general when you kill a racer, but in this game, I believe you can only do it, come on, give me some time to do it, by tapping L or R twice, and then you kind of jut out to the side and do damage if anyone's there. I don't normally do that, mostly because I forget I can. So I just stick to racing, and it tends to turn out alright. But while I did skip, I believe it's novice difficulty, because the courses are just the same. Ooh, Big Blue, about time. Gosh dang it. Well, I did skip novice because, same cups, it awarded me for both of them anyway, and I unlocked multiple characters for it anyway. I will not be skipping the expert difficulty because those actually have different tracks in the cups. So, for example, the silver cup that I'm on, this track would be different. They are, I believe, equivalents to the tracks in these two difficulties. So, I think this is 4 of the cup. Track 4 would still be Big Blue, I believe, but it is not the same track. Normally it is more difficult. And heck yes, am I most likely probably going to show that off. But there is no reason for me to play on Novice. Because, I mean, even right now, on standard difficulty, I'm not really feeling that much competition, that much stress about what I'm doing right now. Maybe it's because I've also played this game a lot. I wouldn't say I'm amazing at it, but I know the controls fairly well, and they feel very comfortable to me, assuming I'm playing as the right kind of character. Curse you, Rick Wheeler, in all of your standard glory. But for the most part, I feel like I know what I can do and what to do, and playing... Oh, geez. As I said that, I stopped paying attention. But playing on lower than expert does not feel much like a challenge to me at the current moment. As I said, I stopped paying attention and I've already forgotten, but I either ran into a wall or almost ran into a wall, and I'm still perfectly fine. I really wish I could see other racers on the map or look behind me or something. I might be able to look behind me, but I don't want to like try pressing the select button or something and find out that's not what it does. Speaking of, not going to use, at least in my experience, the brake button much in this game. Unlike similar games such as, I believe, F-Zero GX and Mario Kart 200 CC mode, you do not have to worry about braking very much. Again, at least in my experience, which makes it oh so horrible when a story mode mission, for example, cuts away your ability to brake. That is one, I guess, alright thing about story mode is it's almost more of like a challenge type thing. A lot of the things you have to do are just straight up races, but a lot of times there'll be some other thing you have to do or some other criteria you have to win the race with. Like, again, I believe it's on this track, you have to win the race or at least make sure someone else gets in first place that's not a certain other character with without brakes on, which changes nothing, at least in my experience. Or other more unique ones where on a unique one-way non-looping track you have to chase after and or kill another racer or get there in a certain time or something. Those can actually be fairly neat, but for the most part, I don't think the other missions and the story itself really warrant going through the rest of it just for those neat things. I think there are a few tracks that are that aren't just one-way tracks, ones that are actually race tracks that are exclusive to story mode. That was way too early, my gosh. That are exclusive to story mode, but again, I don't know if it's really worth going through all of that just to show those tracks. Speaking of worth it to show tracks, Mist Flow. Again, not because I just recorded the other video like a few minutes ago before basically the time it took for me to move to a different TV. Not my fave. Not my favorite track in the game, really, at all. Glad Mario Kart 8 didn't take inspiration from these. That'd be interesting, actually. Are there any, barring Mario Kart 64, are there any tracks in Mario Kart that have fog like this? I don't know. Maybe F-Zero G... I got so ashamed of what I just said that I crashed. Maybe Mario Kart Grand Prix? The Game Boy Advance one. I don't know. That's another one I had on the Ambassador thing with the 3DS I got for free. Woo. But I actually played that one a lot more than Maximum Ferocity. Maximum Ferocity. Yes. Just complete, well, with Leon here, who was not playable in that game. In fact, no one in this game was playable there, which is a shame. And I know nothing, literally nothing, about the other racers in Maximum Velocity. One of them drives, I think, the Blue Falcon MK2, Mark II, either whatever. That's the extent of my knowledge. That is truly all I've got. But Mario Kart Grand Prix, I think it was called. I don't know, once you get used to the controls, it's actually not that bad. I'm so glad that Ribbon Road got put into Mario Kart 8, because that was one I'd really been wishing would actually get, once I actually played Grand Prix, I was really hoping that would actually get added in as a track at some point in one of the other Mario Kart games. I wish it wasn't DLC, but I'm glad it finally got added, because that was a very, in my opinion, interesting track. Speaking of interesting, dang, Zoda got close. Baba is kind of down low there. I don't really, who's in last? Drac. Captain Falcon? Excuse me, Mr. Falcon, what's been going on here? You gotta step up your game. Gotta step up your gang game. You're not even in a gang. Other characters are, like, what was it? Antonio Buster or something like that. I think he's in a gang. Samurai Goro, pretty sure he's in a gang. But Captain Falcon, apparently you need to get in a gang if you want to stand up to their level. My gosh, so much blue again. Man, can't wait till we actually start seeing who some of these characters are further than just their name. Wow. That's an exciting... There's Jack Levin right there. We know him. I moved over his icon at one point in the first episode. He's a pretty neat guy. I might have done that in this episode too. I don't know. We're still going with this. Wait, no, maybe we don't know who Jack Levin is yet. No, I don't think we do. Never mind, my bad. Anyway, I guess that is it for this, the most exciting of Grand Prix Legends. In the next episode, we're gonna, I guess, finish up Novice difficulty. Maybe, who knows? I sure as heck don't. But I hope you all have a good day.